Imagine waking up tomorrow and your whole city is just gone. Not because of rent prices or traffic jams, but literally vanished into thin air. No Wi-Fi, no neighbors, not even that one guy who always waters his plants at midnight for no reason. That's the reality of history's most terrifying lost civilizations. And the scariest part, nobody knows where they went. Let's dive into the creepiest cases of cities and entire empires that disappeared, leaving nothing behind but legends, bones, and a lot of very confused historians. The Roanoke Colony, the OG ghost town. Let's kick things off with one of the biggest mysteries in American history, the lost colony of Roanoke. Back in 1587, over 100 English settlers set up camp on Roanoke Island in modern-day North Carolina. Life was hard, food was scarce, and relations with local tribes weren't exactly friendly barbecue neighbors. So when the colony's governor, John White, sailed back to England to get supplies, he expected to return quickly. Except, plot twist, it took him 3 years to get back. When White finally returned in 1590, the colony was gone, like not a single person left. The only clue, the word Croatoan carved into a post. Was it a clue, a warning, or just some kid practicing graffiti? To this day, nobody knows if they were killed, absorbed into local tribes, or maybe abducted by something less human. If this happened today, TikTok would already have 9 million conspiracy theories about it. But in the 1500s, nope, just silence. And one very stressed out governor, too. Tartaria, the empire that got erased. Next up, we have Tartaria, or Grand Tartary. You won't find it on a modern map, but back in the 16th, 18th centuries, maps showed a gigantic empire stretching across Siberia and Central Asia. Here's the weird part. By the 19th century, it just vanished. Not with a bang, not with an epic final battle, but like someone literally hit Control-Z on history. Mainstream historians claim it was just a catch-all label for unknown lands, but conspiracy theories say otherwise. Some people believe Tartaria was a highly advanced civilization with architecture and technology that got deliberately erased. And honestly, have you seen those old world maps? They make Google Maps look like a toddler's crayon drawing. The scariest part? If a whole empire can just disappear from history, what else has been deleted? Imagine archaeologists finding iPhones in 400 years and being like, yeah, we don't talk about the Wi-Fi empire of 2023. 3. Atlantis, the underwater superpower. You knew this one was coming. Atlantis, the Beyoncé of lost civilizations. First mentioned by Plato around 360 BC, Atlantis was described as a mighty naval power, more advanced than anyone else at the time. It supposedly had huge palaces, canals, and technology that would make modern architects cry. But according to legend, the gods didn't like their arrogance and wiped them off the map in a single day by sinking the whole city under the sea. Some believe Atlantis is just a moral story about human pride. Others think it's buried under the ocean, waiting to be discovered. Personally, I think if Atlantis does exist, it's probably just a bunch of Atlanteans sitting underwater looking at us humans and saying, you guys still drive cars that pollute? Whew, cute. 4. Cahokia, America's forgotten megacity. Long before skyscrapers and Starbucks, there was Cahokia, the largest pre-Columbian city in North America. Around the year 1100 AD, it had 20,000 people living there, more than London at the time. It had huge earth mounds, plazas, and even suburbs. Yes, ancient Americans had suburbs before we did, but by 1350, the place was empty. No war, no foreign invasion, just gone. Theories include disease, famine, flooding, or that maybe everyone just got tired of mowing those giant mounds. It's terrifying because Cahokia wasn't some tiny village. It was a full-on metropolis. Imagine New York City just vanishing. Well, minus the pigeons. Those things will outlive us all. 5. The Indus Valley Civilization. The mysterious plumbers. Let's talk about the Indus Valley Civilization, which thrived over 4,000 years ago in what is now Pakistan and northwest India. These people had advanced city planning, standardized weights for trade, and even indoor plumbing. Meanwhile, Europe was still like, bath? Never heard of it. But around 1900 BC, this massive civilization declined and eventually disappeared. Some say it was climate change. Some say invading forces. Others say a breakdown of trade routes. What's crazy is, we still don't fully understand their writing system. Imagine inventing plumbing and then leaving behind an unreadable alphabet. That's like solving calculus, but writing the answer in Wingding's font. 6. Easter Island, builders of the stone heads. Ah yes, Easter Island, home of the mysterious Moai statues. Giant stone heads weighing tons, carved by the Rapa Nui people centuries ago. But here's the creepy part. Nobody really knows how such a small population managed to build and move these giants. And by the time Europeans arrived, the island's society had collapsed. Theories say they overused their resources, cut down all the trees, fought wars, and starved. Basically, they speedran societal collapse. Others believe outside raiders or diseases did them in. Today, only the statues remain, staring blankly at the horizon like they're judging us for not doing leg day. And honestly, they probably are. 7. Gobekli Tepe, the 12,000-year-old mystery. Now let's get ancient. Like, way older than your grandma's secret cookie recipe. Gobekli Tepe, in modern Turkey, is a site of massive stone pillars carved with animals and symbols, dated to around 10,000 BC. That's older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids. Basically, older than every civilization we know of. But here's the thing. We don't know who built it, why they built it, or why they buried it and abandoned it. It's like someone threw a prehistoric rave, then covered it up and ghosted. The creepy part is, this suggests there was some kind of advanced culture way earlier than we thought. History books basically went, nope, doesn't fit our timeline. Let's just quietly panic about it later. So what do all these lost civilizations teach us? That humans are really good at two things: building amazing stuff and then somehow losing it all. Whether it's cities swallowed by the sea, empires erased from maps, or people who just said BRB and never came back, history is full of civilizations that vanish like your crush's text replies. And here's the scariest part. If it happened to them, what makes us think it can't happen to us? What if, one day, all that's left of our world is a pile of iPhones, a McDonald's sign, and one confused archaeologist saying, "So these people worshipped the Kardashians." Which lost civilization do you think is the creepiest? And which do you think could come back? Let me know in the comments. And hey, if this video suddenly disappears tomorrow, maybe I just joined one of them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and, most importantly, don't carve Croatoan anywhere near my house. See you next time.